One day I was actually traveling, and while I was traveling, I saw a couple, and based on their conversation, and this is basically my own opinion, I realized, I had a realization that women or females are a much more powerful gender than the likes of men. And that realization was not so profound as the fact that actually lied behind that, because throughout the history of both the genders, any crime that has been committed against men is nothing compared to the crimes that have been committed against the likes of women. Now, I want you to consider that in Colosseum in Rome, whenever there was a victor or maybe a conqueror won a new nation, that Colosseum was used to appreciate all the men that were there. Basically, for all the gladiator fights, they were appreciating the men's capabilities, or what is the exact term? I wish I could remember right now. It's not just popping into my mind. And was for mass rapes and killing of the men who were prisoners of war. In even if you were to consider India, the practices of killing the female child, keeping them bound to household, not educating them, or there are many crimes that have been committed against the likes of women. And if today you were to come to a realization that it made women a much more powerful gender than the likes of men, one single female holds a power over 10 men. Keep that in mind. The power over 10 men. And why is that? Men are an asexual species, meaning if all the men on the planet were to die, women can still find a way, if not all the men obviously, but yeah, if you get the gist of it. If majority of the men were to die on the planet, females can still find a way to conceive and give birth. But the same cannot be said for the women, for the men, because they are most likely to go insane and lose themselves through the process of this insanity of sexual frustration and not being able to partner with them. Now, keeping in mind that I'm only talking about the two genders and the single kind of relationship that I have come to know about so far, because there are right now homogeneous relationships and different kind of genders have also popped up, but this is very recent development, and this is something that I'm not particularly known or maybe understand that very well. So why did I say that one woman has the power over equivalent of 10 men? See, if you were to look at any conversation that's going on around today, men are looking for sexual capacity, or what can I say in that word, like to relieve their sexual pressure through women. And same is for women. But a female has the ability to choose anyone of the sort. Whereas in men, the Pareto distribution is very much evident that only a very specific amount of men hold the same kind of power over so many women. And so look at actors, for example. Any female would look at an actor, would instantly fall in love with them. But if you were to look at an ordinary man, he is not the most desirable species. He's not the most desirable sexual partner out there. And why is that? Because of the number of times that crimes were committed against the likes of women, their numbers were reduced. And because their numbers were reduced, they became a much more valuable sexual partner in that equation. And although it may seem unlikely that this makes them powerful, but it is the truth. So if today there are crimes against, there is a single crime against one woman, the whole nation, and not even just talking about in terms of India, but the whole world knows that and gives much more priority to the crimes that have been committed against this one specific gender, and which is why people treat them with utmost respect, and people who do not treat them with respect or consider them to be their equal or have any sort of disrespect for them are considered to be an inferior set of species by some sort of a moral standards, because this thing actually distributed the equilibrium between the both genders in favor of women. Now what is going to end up happening is men will by itself of a very unnatural selection of evolution will start dropping in numbers, because when you have so many men, because if I was to talk about only India, there are 800 women in comparison to the likes of 1000 men. That was the last statistical ratio of 2016, I believe. I hope I am absolutely correct in this chart. But there are 200 extra men out there who are not likely to find a viable partner if they were to look only in India. Now what that means is that an average okay male is not going to be desirable or any possible a good mate for the opposite gender, and he will have to upgrade himself to the point to become desirable mate for the other gender, so that he can actually continue and build a relationship to create an offspring of his own and create that genetic legacy forward. And because women have this power, they are going to abuse it, because that is the nature of power in itself. Once you have the power, you do not want to lose it, and in order to not lose that power, what ends up happening is you do certain things that is said to be corrupting and not fair in judgment, and whoever said that the world was fair was living in a delusion, obviously. So why do I say that this equilibrium was unbalanced when the time of crime once took place between man and woman? Because men thought themselves to be superior, they eliminated the number of women by calling them inferior, and because their numbers were reduced, automatically their value as a desirable mate was increased. And thus right now, because of that, women is a much powerful gender. Approximately because today technology exists and all these genders are now coming into existence, this thing can actually fall in some sort of a different state altogether. But if only two genders existed, 100 years from now, what would have ended up happening is that only the smart males who are desirable sexually, also intelligent, have a stable life, have a very good job, would be the ones who will end up landing a desirable mate for their future. Meaning, natural selection by itself would eliminate all these men who are unneeded, unnecessary, and useless, for lack of a better term. I hope you understand why women are a more powerful gender today in 2019.